What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is David Oz, and you're very much welcome. Like I usually say, I'm so happy having you watch me by this time of the day, whatever time it is, wherever you are watching me currently. I really do appreciate it. Okay, having said that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so right now, as it would be really appreciated. And if you have done that, then let's have this conversation. And what is the conversation about? Well, it is about me giving up on one of my dreams. I'm gonna tell you why I decided that, and maybe you see things from my own point of view, and I'll also love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So let's talk. So here's the thing. As we grow older, we begin to question certain things like religion, things like belief, culture, and even tradition. This is because we want to, approach these things from a new level of consciousness and awareness, which is right. So I decided that, you know what? I'm going to take a review on what I tagged my childhood dreams, what prompted the younger version of me to keep these things as aspiration. Because the truth is that in this adulthood, I find myself chasing after things that David Jr., the younger version of me, not my kid because I don't have any, decided to put up on his vision board. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. And now we're here, we're down to the part of I decided, I'm gonna give up some certain part of this vision for something better. And one of the things that I decided I'm giving up, it was really hard, really hard, because that has been, should I say, my top 3 biggest dreams of my life that I want to achieve. And that is the fact that I want to win an Oscar as either the best director or maybe the best screenwriter. So if you read the description box, you'll figure out that I'm a filmmaker, or if you follow me on Instagram, although I don't really talk much about that here on YouTube. But I feel like with time we'll get to know each other pretty much better, and I will get to share some of my works here on this channel. But that aside, I've always wanted, I always dreamed to win an Oscar. Funny enough, I even have my Oscar acceptance speech ready, got them ready. I wrote that was it 2 years ago, I think, 2017 or 2018? 2017, I think. Ready on my Evernote, and I read it every time I feel like, maybe my dreams are far-fetched, and I just read it to, reassure myself that this is gonna happen. And you know what they call the law of attraction. Good. So that has been a big dream of mine. Funny enough, even last year, my friends gifted me an Oscar. Obviously not the real one, but it meant a whole lot to me. I think I'm gonna show you guys. This is it. My friends gifted me this Oscar. Actually, it has this base plate with my name on it, but it fell off while I was reading my Oscar speech to myself in the mirror, and I haven't patched it up since then, but I will, maybe very soon. I'm just throwing it to a safe place, hopefully. Okay, yeah, it's fine. All right, so why am I giving up this dream, you're asking? I know, I really know. It's a hard decision, because if I have been dreaming about this thing for a long period of time, it means that I really want to achieve it, which is not far from the truth. It is true. It is true. But then again, while I was reviewing this dream of mine, this aspiration, this ambition of mine, I asked myself, why do I really want to achieve this thing? Why do I need an Oscar? Why do I want an Oscar? Well, there was no concrete answer. I couldn't answer myself definitely, because I figured out that I actually told myself at that point that I needed an Oscar to prove to myself that yes, I have what it takes to be a successful filmmaker. It is a way of, me seeking validation and not fulfillment. And yeah, it is true. I had to tell myself the honest truth at that point, because I felt me getting an Oscar will mean that yes, the world approves that I have what it takes to be a filmmaker. I am a successful filmmaker. So I base my success on the validation of the world, of whoever is going to give out that Oscar. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's not right. Maybe I should put my dreams on something that has to deal with fulfillment other than validation. Well, let's talk about validation for a moment right here. Validation, in my own terms, is when you seek approval or justification for something, or for someone to tell you that it's okay to act or feel a certain way. It's like wanting someone to put a mark of acknowledgement, approval, or acceptance on what we do. Hey, seeking validation is completely natural and human. There is nothing wrong with it. At some point, we have seeked for validation, and as a content creator, your validation seeking can start from maybe checking your subscriber counts or the number of likes or number of views or your comments and stuff like that, which I personally fall into that category. And I think it's okay at some point to want to reach out to a wider audience. But when it comes to this particular dream of mine that feels like it is the whole part of my existence, I really don't think I want to attach validation from an external factor. Yes, it feels good when people tell you, hey, you're talented, you got what it takes, you can do this, or you did this, we appreciate you for doing this. But is that really success for me? I mean, when it comes to my filmmaking career, is that success for me? So if I do not get an Oscar in my lifetime, does that mean that I have failed as a filmmaker? Well, if I put Oscar as a validation for my filmmaking career, then the answer is yes, obviously. But what if I don't get an Oscar, but I'm able to tell my story the way I want it? I'm able to express myself artistically, create characters, bring them to life on the screen, and have people who watch them connect to it in an entertaining, educative, or informative manner. For me, that is the success I want in my filmmaking career. Yes, obviously, the wider the audience, wow, the amazing it is. I don't want to wake up every day asking myself, am I closer to the Oscar? Am I closer to validation from people in Hollywood? Because I remember I was watching an interview with T.I. and he said something like, if you live for the cheers, you will die by the boos. So for me, the cheering comes when the Oscar is being awarded to me. Like, the Oscar goes to David. Well, yes, it will be a surreal moment for me, and I would really, really appreciate it. Do you know how many actors that are really amazing that haven't even gotten an Oscar? Actors like Johnny Depp, actors like Charlie Chaplin, actors like Robert Downey, aka the Iron Man, actors like Keanu Reeves. These are people that, with or without the Oscars, they have been able to impact our life on and off screen. And I began to wonder, what if they have to wait all their life to get an Oscar? Would they really feel satisfied if they die knowing that they didn't win an Oscar? Creativity is more about expression. If you're able to express yourself in a way that the right audience will connect with it, whether you're validated for it or not, it doesn't matter. That is satisfaction for me. I want to be like all these top A-list actors who haven't even had an Oscar and they're still giving it their best. Yes, if Oscar decides that, well, you know what? These people deserve me. This dude deserves me. Fine. I would happily appreciate it. I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I am creating my films at the level that Oscar will want to come sit on my table. So I remember watching an interview with Tyler Perry and also a speech from Beyonce, which they said something similar. I'm gonna just combine both of them. And Tyler Perry says, it is high time we stop thinking about how to get to the table. We stop scrambling to get to the table, but instead, we should build our own table and invite them to it. And Beyonce says, chop down your own words and make your table with it. So why would I want to scramble to go get the Oscar as a means of, yes, I'm worthy to sit at the table of men? Why don't I stay where I am, wherever I find myself, and make the impact to the best of my ability in a way that anybody who sees it will want to come sit with me? Do I really, really have to fight for it? Why don't I just give it my best? Why don't I just put the very much that I can into this particular craft that I have and hope that one day the Oscar is gonna be like, I like that table. I wanna go join that table. And that is why, I said, I'm scraping enough. I made a short film last year, and I'm gonna tell you, that movie is still not out up to now. I mean, I've released a trailer, but it's still not out up to now. Do you know why? This may sound weird, but I don't really feel proud of that movie. I'm never gonna lie to you. And do you know why I don't feel proud about it? Because I keep asking myself, is this movie Oscar worthy? Like, fuck, damn it, David, just put this thing out. You don't even expect to win your Oscar with the first short movie that you make. But, you know, still that whole process in my brain just makes me feel like, maybe it's not worth it. I'm gonna just drop it and maybe aim for something better. And I'm like, at this point, no. I'm gonna put it out there. At this point, it's not Oscar worthy. And I'm gonna make my table bit by bit till the Oscars want to sit on it. And I would appreciate every other person who would want to have a meal from my table. So this is why I decided I am quitting dreaming about the Oscars. So the thing is, I don't want to wake up asking myself, am I winning an Oscar today? Or am I gonna win an Oscar tomorrow? I want to wake up every morning asking myself, are people connecting to what I'm creating? Am I proud of what I'm creating? Am I giving it my 150%? Every day is gonna be better. Every day my 150% will be better than the previous one. And that is all I want to do. I want to spread a message. I want to tell stories. At the end of the day, I'm creating not just for myself, but for you people. I want to create something that you people will relate to. Not just you guys, every person. The bigger the audience, the awesome and the amazing, and I will be really grateful. But even if my audience is one person, I want to be giving it my all. And I'm going to be starting from today henceforth to tell myself, I'm just going to do this. If you want to validate me by liking, subscribing, and commenting, I would appreciate that. But if you don't feel that it's worth it, I will still appreciate that. I'm still going to be checking my subscriber counts. I'm going to be checking my likes and all that stuff, but I'm not going to pay attention to them. I'm not going to let them determine how much of what I should put out or what content I should put out, because I can put out a random content on this channel and grow it crazily, but I want to do something that I know that is from within. And this videos, I promise you guys, it's from within my heart. So that is just it about me giving up on my Oscar dream. And I really hope you do understand it from my own perspective. I also want to urge you to please take a look at your own dreams and ask yourself, what is the real motivation behind this dream? Maybe correcting it will help you achieve it even better and faster. Or maybe not. Like I said, I'm just sharing my ideas, my thoughts with you guys. I'm not saying this is what it is, because every day I'm learning. So if you have any counter opinion, or if you even have an opinion at all, or you want to add something to what I said, or you want to reach out to me, please use the comment section. I will really appreciate, and we can have a chat there. So until then, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. If you've subscribed, I really appreciate. If you've not, you might want to do that. If you still don't want to, it's still okay and it's fine. If you like this video, please don't hesitate to like or share this message with somebody else. And if you dislike, well, I'm gonna say this in a funny way. You can press the dislike button 2 times just to be sure. And that's it for today. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.